Hey there and welcome to SHOT Show 2024. I'm your host, your favorite libertarian, and this is your favorite SHOT Show coverage. I'm joined today by Daniel with HRT Technical. Thanks for having me
of course.
at the show today and at the booth. If you could just tell us a little bit about what you got going on here at the booth, what's new, and I'll get out of here real quick.
So this year we're starting with a couple new items for our first line series. So last year we came out with a belt and some magazine pouches, and this year we've expanded the line, so we want to have full coverage for you as the end user. So one of the big ones has been a dump pouch. Everybody keeps asking for it. So we came out with a dump pouch that has half-inch space MOLLE on the back, so you can mount it to any type of belt you may have or onto a vest. All you have to do is pull this tab, whole thing rolls out, unfolds. You can put all your mags in here, water, snacks, whatever you might want to throw in here, and the whole unit just folds up nice into a small square. Another item that we have is our tourniquet pouch. So you may be familiar with our tourniquet pouch already, or our version 2 where you can put the tourniquet and the shears, but this allows you to mount it to a belt. So you can hook these little MOLLE slots onto the bottom of a magazine pouch or onto the dump pouch or medical pouch, and this tucks underneath and out of the way so it can hang somewhere like this, instead of taking up the MOLLE space around your unit somewhere. And we also have come out with our medical pouch. So this is a sleeve design. You can take your existing pre-packed IFAK and throw it in here, or you can set up your own. This can be removed by just giving this a yank on either side. And the whole unit is half-inch MOLLE spaced and allows you to do a pass-through if you'd like to on a belt. The unit just opens like this if you want to set it up administratively, just for demonstration purposes. And you can set all of your equipment up in here. So there's a little elastic sleeve on the side, and then this whole space is user configurable to what you might need. They come empty. You can stock it with whatever gear you might need. We have some of that equipment, but you can also seek out other manufacturers as well. Also from last year, we released our AWLS Lite series. They've been super popular, and one of the big requests was, can we have it in handheld? So yes, we now have a 18650 sized and an 18350 sized handheld units. They're compatible with the Theorem switches on the back. These run off of our batteries or any other 18650, 18350. The head options are our Mark 6 head, which is what was released last year on the AWLS. And this uses a 1700 lumens and 90,000 candela light. So it's a very bright light that comes out of there. And then our Mark 3 head is a slightly lower powered, at half the price, 1600 lumens and 58,000 candela. So you still have a lot, very nice hotspot. It's still very bright, very powerful, but you're not paying as much for this head. We've also partnered with Harrington Arms to create a new 320 series. So this is a slide that he has built with an integral comp. This is threaded on, so it is removable, and then it's attached with some set screws. Red dot cut right from the start, and then uses the Icarus grip module. So a really cool option we'll be offering later in the year for you guys to check out. We've also started carrying a windbreaker series. So these are two of our windbreakers. We have black, Ranger Green, Coyote Brown, and Multicam. They're available in sizes small through XL, and the MSRP is $35 on these. They're packed up in this nice little container, and you can just carry that in a rucksack, in your car, or something like that. It's a very cost-effective solution you might have if you're in inclement weather. You can just throw that on. It's ventilated under the armpits as well as the sides. So if you're wearing a plate carrier, you can just unzip the side, get some airflow, and be able to have some air moving through underneath your plate carrier. And then we also have brought in our new helmet-mounted lights. So if you're working with, you need to have an IR light, a white strobe, red, or IR, these are all paired into here. You can use or program it by clicking a button, and then they're charged wirelessly by putting them on the base station, and the whole unit is sealed and waterproof. So when the battery dies, you don't have to throw it away, and you're not stuck with just one color. You can switch out your color systems on there.
All right, why don't you tell us about your plate carrier?
So this is the HRT LBAC carrier. The LBAC stands for Load Bearing Adaptive Carrier. This is a modernization of our rack and HRAC series. So for those who want to carry a lot of weight or be more comfortable while they're carrying all that weight, the LBAC features a harness system in the back that is cabled in, so it gives you some tension. But as you breathe and inhale, exhale, the carrier is able to expand and contract with you. It also has a rigid Tegris core that goes around the back all the way into the front, and then it tongues in the front underneath the placard. So this creates a rigid system that holds the weight up. It's much like a rucksack where you have that buckle that goes around your hips and holds all the weight of the pack higher up on your body. This is paired with our Maximus placard, which is our #1 seller. The entire L-back system is a little bit more than our rack plate carrier costs, but the features that you're getting out of it outweigh that cost if you're going to be wearing it for 12, 14 hours out of the day. So the L-back cummerbund has a insert already that's attached to it that you can put a spare magazine into or a radio, but you can also upgrade it with hard plates on the sides, and eventually we're going to do some soft armor as well. So if you need that for your agency or department, that's also an option. The whole system is compatible with our placards or others that are on the market, and the back panel section can be used with any of our back panels, or you can just put Molly on the back and run whatever gear you might need to put on there. This guy's also wearing, might be a little hard to see and I'll pull one over, but he's wearing our arc belt, so that's a new belt that we've used, also using that Tegris section in there. This gives a little bit of structural support to your belt and holds the weight a little bit better. It's also curved so that it fits your hips better. So this is an arc belt, and you can see that I can hold this whole belt here with the magazine pouches attached in the holster, and the belt is not sagging, and that's due to this rigid cord that's on the inside here. This tongue section goes in across the front so that you don't have any flex where your buckle is. So this is just a G-hook, but if you put a Cobra on here, a lot of times you might have the flex in your belt if you're running like your holster too close, and this eliminates that problem. It works with all of your other two-piece belt systems, so as long as you have a loop-lined inner belt that's got loop facing out, this will attach to it, and you can mount any Molly accessories or 2-inch spaced inserts onto here. So this is our arc belt, super comfortable. It's a great piece to use whether you're just going to the range, shooting competition, a duty belt, whatever you might need for it. So if you may be familiar with HRT, we have a whole line of placards and back panels already for our carriers out. So these are our main offerings that we've got. Our Hydromax is our back panel that goes onto our rack or our L-back. It holds a hydration bladder system as well as whatever gear you might need to add in there. The whole unit is expandable like a suitcase. There's a second zipper that can expand or contract the whole system and allow you to put in a helmet, gas mask, hydration system, and then configure 2 external pouches for whatever gear you might need. If you just need to carry a helmet or a gas mask, we have our medium pack system. And then this is our Modulus, which is similar to a just 3-row mag in the back, but you can remove these front pouches and configure them as you might need. We have just a basic AAAR placard with Molly in the front, so if you want to do more mag pouches or just leave this nice and slick, this is a good option. These two are half panels, so HRT's back panel systems it's a split upper and lower. So we have a full panel, but you can also do split half panels. So this is just a general purpose pouch. You can also carry, this is our Maximus back panel, has a elastic insert built in that you can change out for whatever magazines you might use or just use it for a general pouch. So if you're working in a team environment, maybe you need to get 40 millimeters and hand them up, or flashbangs and hand them up, you can put these into those slots. These two are our medical series pouches. So this one is just you can open this up and pull this pouch off, and you can hand this pouch off to someone who might be needing whatever gear's in this or whatever task they're doing, and then just reattach it when you're done. And then this one is a pull-out system. So this sleeve comes out from the sides. These are also tearaway. So if you need to give those to somebody or just keep them on yourself, and they slide right back into this sleeve here and you can set it up. We have our Molly placard, where you can just keep it slick, or you can put out whatever pouches you might need to. And our 2-rifle, 2-pistol placard is very similar to the AAAR. If you're running a shotgun for anything, we have our shotgun placard. Gives you 20 run rounds on the front. You're able to configure that however you might need between breaching rounds, lethal rounds, non-lethal rounds, whatever your department may specify. And then our most important placard that we sell is the Maximus placard. So this features an elastic insert system that's removable. You can swap this out for an SMG insert, something for 40 millimeter grenades, just a regular zipper for a medical pouch. If you're running a 308 system, we have an insert for that, basically whatever the user needs. 2 built-in pistol pouches on the sides that can also be used for cuffs, multi-tool, flashlights, things like that. And then 2 pretty large general purpose pouches up here in the front that you can set up for whatever you might need. So map stuff, administrative stuff, pens, notepads, cuffs, whatever you might need to throw in here. Super, super flexible placard for the end users. I'll give you a little tour into that one. So these are pretty built up. You can do a lot of work with them. Super rugged, and a great price point for what you're getting out of them as well.
Wow. Thanks, Daniel. That was super informative. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Now, a question from the viewers. And I've been asking this everywhere I'm going, so I hope your answer is correct.
Okay.
If you could only have one AR-15 from your personal collection, what would it be and why?
Okay. So I would have to say a Lone Star Armory TX4. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Nope.
So they build rifles out of Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
They'll set up your rifle and tune it for whatever you plan on shooting. So they knew what can I was shooting and they know what ammo I was shooting, and they tune the whole upper for that round. It's incredibly soft shooting, it's incredibly reliable, and they check everything in test fire. It's a great value.
Are they tuning with a adjustable gas block, or the way that they're drilling out the gas port and stuff
Buffer,
like that?
gas port, and your so buffer and gas port is what they do. So I'm running 77 grain OTM is like my main round. So they set it up knowing I'm going to be doing that with a Surefire mini can, and they set it up so it feeds best with that, cycles best with that. The brass goes exactly where it's supposed to go, and the gun shoots great. I've had it out to 1,000 yards now on a 24-inch steel.
Do you have the longer buffer system, like the longer?
Nope.
No?
It's
really?
a standard carbine.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. They do stuff right.
And what barrel length are we talking?
14.5.
14.5.
Pin and weld with a Surefire 3-prong.
Surefire suppressor.
Yep.
What kind of light are you running on that?
The HRT AWS.
I had to.
Yep. And then it's got a Night Force NX8 on it. Their DMX reticle is great. I can see everything I need to shoot and shoot it.
Awesome.
It's a nice setup.
Well, Daniel, thanks again for having me at the booth.
Thank you.
If they want to find out more,
yes,
where can they go?
So HRTtacticalgear.com, and then we have a Facebook and an Instagram page as well. You can check us all out there. A couple of us have some personal pages too, so if you want to see what we're all doing in our lives, just keep an eye out because we post things out there as well.
All right, well, thanks again for watching today's SHOT Show coverage, 2024 SHOT Show with your favorite libertarian and friends.
Yep.
And as always, thanks for watching. Stay free, and God bless. Outro music.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.